Alrighty, good morning CAU. My name is Jack Branger. I'll be doing your weather briefing. Today is September 9th. It is a Thursday, and we will start right here. Actually, we can see already, obviously we have that marine layer that we typically have seen in the morning. We actually have something more going on. We can see all these clouds just sort of shifting to the north, northeast. We'll probably see a bunch of clouds up in Nevada. And then we have it over the coast here too. That's nice. Some actual cloud coverage going on. So we'll move on here. But you can kind of see all over the coast here. And then we can look at Bakersfield. So right now it's 100 at 3 knots, 6 extra miles, haze and smoke. We've been seeing that quite a lot. So nothing too dramatic. Excuse me. So we have the 8 statute miles visibility earlier and 6 statute miles now. Again, pretty similar to what we've been seeing over the past couple days with all the weather that we've been having. And also for KCMA here, we can see that they have 310 at 4 knots, and they have they have a mile and a half statute visibility, overcast at 200 feet. So there actually is some substantial weather going on over there. Some lower knots too. Still have such a much visibility. Wow, that's actually interesting. So IFR conditions over there. And then a big look for over there, we have a Falcon Field campus, but Phoenix has a really good outlook and whatnot for TAFs and whatnot. But right now, 090 at 7 knots, 10 statute miles clear. Looks pretty VFR to me. Greater than 6 statute miles, 120 at 7 knots. So nothing too dramatic. Definitely a lot better than what's going on in California right now. All right, and then we can also just look at all the other tests for so we can see KBFL variable 3 knots, broken at 20,000, scattered 20. Nothing to worry about, especially for our little Cessnas. And then we can see for Fresno, we can sort of see the same trend. For Oxnard, we can see actually overcast. Looking at, like they said, overcast at 400 feet, even overcast at 500 feet, scattered 20,000 feet, and a quarter mile visibility, so that's something to be aware of. Vertical visibility at 200 feet. And then LAX, we'll see, okay, yeah, that cloud coverage that we were saying is definitely affecting them. So the 3/4 statute miles, coming fog, broken at 200, broken at 600. So they got some lower visibility. Again, we've talked about this before, pretty common over there, especially earlier in the mornings, and then we can see this again, if we'll play. We can see that it's just all over the place. So keep on going here. And yep, you can see all that rain and thunderstorm possibility, and then the same thing for the East Fresno. What we were looking at earlier actually is that Nevada is getting all that cloud coverage and whatnot, and then central Nevada as well. So that's something that when we saw those clouds coming up from North California. And then again, we have the typical IFR air met off the coast. But I'm very curious to see what's going on in Nevada. We can zoom out a little bit here. So they just have a lot of mountain obscuration, which is typical for them. With this kind of like trend towards the north with all the clouds and whatnot, IFR. And I actually had some friends that were taking off in Utah, or excuse me, not Utah, I said Utah, Washington, and they said it was actually pretty bad. They left earlier this morning around 5:30, and they said that the visibility was pretty terrible actually leaving. So. And then we can also look at the winds aloft, so let's look. So we'll go about 12,000 feet. We got 123 at 10 knots. And we can go down to 9,000, so 006 at 13 knots. We can go down to 65, 358, so almost directly north at 17 knots. 5,000 feet 001 at 4 knots, and then about 3,000 feet 193 at 7. We can also look at 1900 Zulu too and see what's going on there. So we can start at the bottom here. We can go to 4,000, so it's 293 at 2 knots, and then almost 8,000 feet 079 at 7 knots, and then we can go up to about 10,000 feet 174 at 9 knots. So nothing too dramatic, I think. Around 1,300 Zulu.